local fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And we're underway from Philadelphia. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Micah McFadden able to make the play. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Great, set.
A play fake, now Hurts to throw. And he's touchdown after a nice pickup there to get the first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Great, set.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
First down throwing for Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. Now here he goes. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Great, set.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you could recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Bronk. It's a new set of downs at the 27.
Great, set.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Great, set.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. This one finds Goddard. He's contained at the line for no gain. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up.
Hey, easy, 63, man, 73. King, Phil King. Hey, 73.
Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. Penalty not helping their cause for this third down.
No touch that.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. One quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to the link right after this. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. First down, a run with Barkley. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Hurts setting up to throw. That's into the hands of Barkley. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
Toss play to Barkley. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Oh, it's a fake. They're throwing. And that is incomplete. The fake is unsuccessful. And their first drive won't end in points after all. He stopped, and they're going to turn it over on downs. Locked to throw it. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up second down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And he will take it back for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles get the game's first points here in the second. Really smart play from him there, Brock. Not just to fall on the football, but to take it in for the score.
Yeah, a word we don't normally use with D linemen a lot, quickness, right? Usually the corner skill guys, but he was quick, man. He downshifted in a hurry for 6.
And he misses the point after, so this stays a 6-point game. Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing his lock. He throws a bullet deep. Big gain downfield. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants tie and can take the lead here in the second. Dangerous route to have to defend, Brock. A lot of running backs are so good at sneaking behind defenders running that pattern.
And if you're going to find your back for a touchdown, Kate, this is the first route you'd expect. Get him a favorable matchup. This guy can flat out move. Send him out there, stress that coverage, and go deliver for 6.
That one right down the middle. And they'll take the lead. Gano ready to send this away. Returning it from the 16. The tackle is made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
No touch.
Option play. They give it to Barkley. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. It's the Eagles taking over on offense. Now, a great way for the offense to start the drive, Brock. A free 5 yards, and now a much shorter 1st down. They kick the running back in motion.
Ready.
Play action on 1st down. And the trick play doesn't pay off. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the 1st down. Pops up right away and signals 1st down.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
No touch. No touch.
Hurts now from the gun. That's who is running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Yanni. No touch.
From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. And he'll be out of bounds just a yard or 2 short of that 25. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Newman. And just like that, a really good drive is taken away with an INT.
Sure was a lot of promise on that series, right?
Yeah.
That's a small silver lining for them at the very least, but probably won't be much comfort now. And it's going to feel even worse when this quarterback watches the tape tomorrow.
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. They gain 14 on the play. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Here's Locke. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Zach Bond with the tackle. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. Coming left is Tracy. And he gets him around 6 there. That was Reed Blankenship making the stop. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Let's go now.
Lock. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Locked down. Completed to his running back. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it. They're set up at the 35 now. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Milton Williams making the stop. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He locates Daniel Bellinger. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. To throw, here's Locke. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. This is ahead for about 5. Josh Sweat making the stop.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
They go play action here. Sideline throw reeled in by Neighbors. And he gets it. 35 before stepping out. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now.
Here we go, shot.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. They're set up at the 35 now. Hand off to Tracy. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. James Bradbury up from the secondary for that tackle. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Giants with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Let's go.
Throwing off the play fake here. Headed out right. He takes it himself. Oh no, the ball is loose. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll go left side with Tracy. And they bring him to a stop with this run. Gets him into the red zone down to the 15. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. Here's Tracy once more. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Here's Lock to the air. Quick slant complete. And in, touchdown, New York. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Gano for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants grow their lead to 8. Gano ready to send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning.
Great. Set. Well done.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He's got it inside the 25. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's 1st down.
Well done, set. Well done.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he gets it down to the 13-yard line. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Well done, set.
2nd and 3 now.
Alpha. Well done.
Back to throw. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
He brings it in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play actually gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Ready, set. No touch.
Barkley. And he takes it in for the touchdown. Down to their last breaths. And he gives them a shot now to force overtime. So there's part 1, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now, you'd imagine, comes a try for 2.
Yeah, and this might be just as tough as to go get that touchdown they just did because, well, they work on 2-point conversions, but they're difficult. This is also a must-have, though, Kate, if they want to try and force overtime.
A big spot for the Eagles now as they go for 2.
No touch. No touch.
And he isn't going to get it. He's not going to get it. They needed that, too, for the tie. But the defense makes a stand that may decide this game. So with 35 seconds left, no question about it, they've got to find a way to recover this kick. And the Giants come up with that kick. They're going to hold on for the victory in this one. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he's brought down for a loss. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They go right back to Tracy. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Oh, no, he lost control of another one. And the Eagles get to it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turn.